This is blood upon the dust. This is mercy bearing all our sin. 14 steps, one road, one lamb. Jesus, I love you. Holy Cross Studio. Oh, yeah. They dragged him in, though he didn't know wrong. Truth stood silent while the lies grew strong. Pilate looked on, but he washed his hands. Couldn't cleanse guilt, couldn't stop the plan. The crowd cried loud, the hatred flew. Crucify him. So the Holy One went suffering through, not for his sin, for he was pure within. Yet he bore our judgment and he took our shame. Then the wood hit his shoulders rough and stained. A cross made heavy by a world in chains. Splinters in his back, blood on his skin. Still he held that burden for the weight of sin. First step forward on the road of grief. Heaven in the flesh with no relief. And when he fell, the dust rose high. God's holy Son brought down so low. Yet still he walked through pain and woe, and carried love through all below. 14 steps on a road of pain. Love kept walking through the dust and strain. Crown full of thorns, world full of sin. He carried a cross so he could carry us in. Step by step through the sorrow ran deep. Mercy stayed moving where the mothers weep. He could have called down angels from above, but he chose the road because the road was love. His mother saw him, that wound cuts deep. No sword in hand, just sorrow to keep. A mother's heart watching prophecy stand, wanting to hold him but bound by the plan. And Simon was pulled from the side of the street, made to help carry what no man could meet. He felt the weight of that rugged tree, a sign of the path for souls like me. And a woman stepped near through the fear and the cries. Compassion still living where hatred survived. She wiped his face in the middle of hate. One act of mercy in the shadow of faith. Then down again, the second heart fall. Body giving way, yet he answered the call. Now weak in spirit but crushed in frame, still set on the hill where he conquered the grave. He turned to the women along the way. Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Still speaking truth though death closed in. Then came the third fall, lower than low. Strength nearly spent, but he still rose slow. Not for a crown made by human hands, but to fulfill what the Father had planned. At the hill they stripped him, tore what remained. Mocked his body, increased his pain. No dignity spared, no comfort, no shield. The King of glory left wounded and revealed. And iron met flesh and a hammer rang. Time stood still with every strike and clang. Hands they healed, now nailed to the wood. Feet that walk, mercy nailed where they stood. And there he was lifted between earth and sky. A throne of suffering where love would die. The sign above him showed the truth they knew. Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. The soldiers gambled beneath the black. The scoffer stood near him, mocked him back. Still mercy rose in all he do. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He spoke to his mother, gave her to John, still making a home while his life was gone. He spoke to the thief in the fading light. Today shalt thou be with me in paradise. Then darkness fell across the sky. Creation shook when the Savior bled. I thirst, he said, the Maker dry. The river of life left thirsty to die. Then all was sealed in one complete. It is finished, now lost complete. And when he gave up his spirit there, the veil was torn like answer prayer, taken down from the cross by grieving hands. Silence fell heavy across the land. His mother received him, torn and still. The price of mercy, the Father's will. Then laid in the tomb where the stone was sealed. Hope looked buried but truth concealed. The world thought death had won that night, but love went down to bring up life. 14 steps on the road of pain. Love kept walking through the dust and strain. Crown full of thorns, world full of sin. He carried the cross so he could carry us in. Step by step through the sorrow ran deep. Mercy stayed moving where the mothers weep. He could have called down angels from above, but But he chose the road because the road was love. And after the blood, after the nails, after the cries, there was silence. The lamb was laid in the tomb, and the world thought it was over. But love had not failed, mercy had not lost, and death had not won. 14 steps, one holy road, one wounded Savior, and every step was taken for us.